Hello, and welcome to day 6 of my massage practice career. There's going to be a lot going on in my future in this practice, and I'm pretty excited about it. Right now, I want to thank Marina and Jacob. Y'all's support, all of your support. The first day that I released my GoFundMe and started to actually share it, I was blown away, guys. Blown away. $995. My first 2 months of school, rent is paid, electric's paid. Like, life-changing. Life-changing. This is life-changing. That's what it is. I was donated, given a massage table, and also someone's letting me borrow one. Thank you. Thank all of you. You're amazing. I'm looking forward to what's next. And right now, what's next is the ice chest, and a little bit about what's going on in my life, if you're interested. So, you'll have to apologize. It's late. I'm tired. I've been up pretty early. I actually got some meditation and Bible reading and all sorts of fun stuff like that in this morning. And I'm tired, so I'm in my underwear. They've got a freaking hole in them and stuff like that. And it's been a good day in many ways, and in a couple ways I detoured from the right path. I guess that happens, and it's up to me to recover quickly, i.e. by morning I'm doing the things I need to be doing in order to have a good day so that I don't go off path. So I'm going to dunk my head in the water so that way I sleep well tonight. And if that doesn't cool me off enough, I'm going to go inside and also take a cold shower. I'm probably going to take a cold shower anyway because I've been sweating all afternoon and evening. We don't have the AC running because it's expensive, and we're trying to keep our bills low right now. I've got our electric under 100, so that's pretty freaking cool. There's a price to pay for it though, and that's sweating. But you know, we didn't always have AC, and the human body's adapted to heat and able to sweat and cool off that way. So you do what you have to do in order to survive. I put 7 gallons of frozen water in this, and they half melted, and the ice, the 16 pounds of ice I put in yesterday is nearly all gone. So it's hot in this garage, and it's difficult to keep this chest cool. I need a better ice chest, that or a freezer that I can convert. But you know, that's a future thing. It's definitely not something I'm worried about right now. I'm just gonna have to do more ice, basically. Oh, shut up a lot. In many ways, I need my days to go like today. In many ways, I need my days to go better. I can do better. I can do better. I can make routines and habits and schedules and structure my day so that they are the most fulfilling and efficient and productive as possible, and so that they make my life better every day, so life gets better. Did box breathing, took a cold shower with my motivational music, read my Bible, my journal, wasted some time on Facebook this morning. That was silly. Put my head in water, didn't record it. I don't always, but it felt better. I always feel a little bit clearer. Always a little bit clearer. Went and got hay. Went and picked up some deer meat that was given to us. I should have thanked Bridget in that first message. Shame on me. Went and talked to Faith and Hope AC about a job offer, and that was a very good job offer. It's subcontracting, 1099, got to provide my own vehicle and buy my own tools at some point once I become an official contractor, but there's a training period, and the pay, I haven't figured out quite yet the actual structure and what I can look at making based on my schedule, but it might be sufficient. Maybe sufficient for right now. I just got to do a lot of prayer and see if that's actually the direction, the right job for right now. But they've got their game together. They know what they're doing. They're very forward thinking, and that's encouraging in any company to see the honesty, integrity, trying to look out for the homeowner, the client. So I like all those things about them, just like I liked all those things about Top Dog. Their structure's a lot like Top Dog. So we'll see what else, if any other job offers come back or any of the applications I've sent out pan out. I've got a little bit of a grace period right now, thanks to the support of those of you who believe in me. So that gives me some stress relief, so I know I can have the time to choose the right job, so that it doesn't cause a hindrance in what I actually care about, which is the massage therapy school. I ate too much. I had a sandwich, like a little square, a little tiny sandwich, sampler sandwich at H-E-B, and I felt like it started there, but maybe it started at Chick-fil-A when I ate one of the little nuggets. I'm not really sure. Fast food can be really addicting, and so can store-bought food, pre-prepared, wheat, and that all could just be baloney, and maybe dinner was just really good. Or maybe I just have some other issues around food that I still need to work through. And maybe I really do need to not eat after 6 o'clock for right now, for 3 months. I set that goal. I really got to keep it. I really got to do the thing I said I was going to do. 4 a.m. every day. 90 days without eating after 6 o'clock. And getting this ice chest. But after 6 o'clock, man, it's really challenging, because some days I don't get home until after 6 o'clock, or I get home at 2 or 3 and I'm the one cooking dinner, but dinner's not done until after 6 o'clock, and I made all that dinner, I'm sitting there, been looking at it, and then I don't get to actually participate in the meal, and that's a struggle, yo. To sit with your family and not get to eat the meal that you prepared, that you spend a lot of time and hard work on, I was doing it for a little bit. What I need to do is do a bone broth fast. I'm making bone broth. My food charity, Richard and Jana, I get some chicken from them, some pretty high quality chicken sometimes too. So I've been using that to make bone broth, and we use the meat for food, and then the bones and the scraps for bone broth, and so it works out really, really well. I need to do that. I felt really, really good on that bone broth fast. I need to do it again. But in its own little way, it's also kind of frightening, because you're going without food, and that your body's like, oh, you're going to starve to death. Don't do that. And it's like, well, I mean, it's good for me. I should starve to death a little bit sometimes. It's put your bodies into a critical state. What the hell am I saying? It's putting your body under certain stresses can be incredibly beneficial. Like exercise, Fasting is a stress that is hugely beneficial, and so therefore worth it. All right. This was fun. I look forward to trying to recap my day every day, share what I've learned. I went over this morning. I went over and touched. I have a muscle map on my wall now and a bone map. I didn't do the bones at all actually, but I did. I read every muscle, and as I read the muscle, I touched the muscle on my body. I'm gonna do that every day until I can touch each muscle on my body in order, knowing exactly each one is without having to look at the muscle map anymore. That's going to be the goal, part of my exercise. Knowing the muscles and the bones is a huge part of the imblex and a huge part of being a chiropractor, knowing how they move and flow throughout the body, how they adduct and abduct and flex and pull against the muscles and create tension. And it's, I mean, your job is to work on the muscles, so you damn well better know them. I want to be able to when I give someone a massage, I want to be able to go across the bones and the muscles and tell the client, hey, this is what I'm working on here, and this is what I'm working on, and this is the direction I'm going, and if you do this to yourself, this will affect you in this way, and kind of show them the anatomy of themselves as I'm doing it. That gives clients huge confidence, because man, you really know you sound when you can dictate the anatomy of the human body. That's unusual. I can't help but stop talking when you come in and you make me embarrassed for some reason.
That's why I can't dance in front of you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can dance in front of an entire club full of people, but not you.
I can be in the club too, and as long as you're not looking at me, it's alright.
I know.
Humans are funny
What the
creatures.
hell is that?
I don't know. Marriage, I guess? Frailty? Get divorced and then we'll be alright around each other?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ow.
They're still not frozen, the grapes. It's weird.
This freezer's pathetic.
It's got frost everywhere, but won't freeze grapes.
I know. All this other stuff's still frozen, though.
Well, it was already kind of frozen when it went in there. I'll be in a minute to read to the boys and put them to bed.
Okay.
Looking for the snake.
Yeah, I look for the snake every time I come in here.
It went into the bookshelf thingy, my Bobby. So I think it's on the bottom shelf hiding somewhere. It didn't go up there. How could what?
I know it's not in there. I wouldn't do that otherwise. Okay, I'll go in now.
Love you.
I am too. Mwah.
Mwah. That was my Lulu. Getting frozen grapes. Well, partially frozen grapes. Alright, this has been probably long enough. I'm gonna do this again. Here's an update for you. So I want to work. I love to work hard. Alright? I really enjoy it. I did landscaping last year, and they challenged me. The guy, my foreman, challenged me and said they made a physical trainer, a fitness trainer. Like they outworked him, and he had to quit because he couldn't handle how fast the other guys worked and how good they did and how hard they worked. Well, I went in and I took that challenge, and I worked harder than anyone else there with the 4-man crew. I busted my ass, and I enjoyed it, man. I got strong. I considered it all a workout. I was like, it's a workout. It's a workout. It's a workout. And I got strong, I got strong. I didn't have good posture, so I didn't get good core strength. Didn't get as strong as I could have been, but I got strong, and I felt like I proved myself, at least to myself, anyways, and to them. They noticed. I did more, and they noticed. And I never got muscle tension or like tightness in like a muscle group. I didn't notice that kind of fatigue. There might have been all over, growth kind of fatigue, but not like specific muscles. And now I work on my wife for an hour, and my gluteus medius. It's not medius, because the medius is the very bottom one. I think it's medius, not medius. Those sound really close together. One's an N, one's a D. And maybe a part of the gluteus maximus, and then this one I haven't memorized yet, but this one right here and they just start tightening up, and that's always been the first signal of pain is coming, and you need to slow down. And if you don't do something quick to correct that, then it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then that starts to reflect in my back, and it starts pulling my back out of place, and then that just causes, it just goes downhill from there. At that point, I get to the point where whenever I get up from sitting, I have to stand like an old man, because it takes a while to stretch my back out, and the pain just rears its head, and that can come back so fast. It's happened many times where I just felt good. I felt good, and then I went all out one day, and then the next day, it all hurt the same way it did, a week or two prior when I was feeling like crap. So I have to be very, very careful about working too hard right now, which sucks because I need to work hard, and I need to be very careful about the job I choose. As an AC subcontractor, I'm going to have to be carrying ACs around. I should have a dolly, but it's not always the case where a dolly can go where you need a dolly to go, and you got to bring AC units and condenser units up into attics and stuff, and sometimes you get a helper, and that can be useful. But what if I work hard at a job that pays money to the point where I can't do the massage portion of school correctly, and then have detrimental results because of it? What's more important? What if the school, because massage therapy is a physical practice, what if that is negative? What if that negatively affects the job, and then I can't do the job as well as I could have? So I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated at being injured and incapable of doing my best physically. It's frustrating. Which is why I gotta do stuff like this, and cold showers, and stretching. Like, for instance, this is a stretch that I have to do every day. This stretch is insane. It's a hamstring stretch, and man, when I first started doing it, it hurt so bad. I had to lay on the ground, and my wife would push my legs up, and then I would have to push back against them as hard as I could, and it was painful. And then we'd have to do it over and over again. And I got to the point where I could do this. Now I'm falling on my hamstrings here. When you fall on your hamstrings, it completely relaxes your gut. So and I had to work myself down to it, doing this freaking ridiculous butt waggling crap. But it helps. And then I'd take my hands, and I'd stretch my hamstrings even more. And it just helps, because one of the reasons why I had my injury was I had very, 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 very tight hamstrings, because I never stretched them, because it always hurt to stretch them. Pain's real, but stretching helps. I can kiss my knees. I never thought I could kiss my knees, but I can kiss my knees. Put the backs of my hand on the floor. And I had to be able to do that so I could function. Just so I could function. What the frick is that about? Guys, ladies, people, correct posture is huge. Me with my shoulders up like this, not good. Down, chest up, pelvic tilted in just a little bit, and your butt a little bit tight, so that you can move around easily and dodge things. And this is an active position. Walking should be an active muscle moving thing. I used to walk so that my muscles were just relaxed. It's like an easy, lazy walking, but it's not correct. And walking like that it actually becomes more difficult to walk like that, even though it feels like it's easier because it's relaxed. But when you start using your muscles actively and engage into the walking process, this also is very beneficial. Don't walk on your heels, okay? And shoes make you walk on your heels. Even when I wear shoes, it's like you just follow on walking on your heels, but it's like a horrible way of walking. It's not the way you're supposed to do it. It's toe to heel. Toe to heel. You use your legs as a spring system. And when you can do that and engage your muscles, walking becomes a joy. It's fun. You can dance easily, like while you're walking, and you never trip over things, and you never bump into people, because you can always just stop at a minute or jump and turn, because you're always ready to move because your muscles are engaged. And it's a freaking beautiful thing, and it's what they're supposed to do. They're designed for it. But it also, if you have any injury, it can be strenuous and cause relapse if you do it too much. Or do it with a load. Walking under a load like that, man, that made me relapse once. Anyways, I said I was going to get back on it. Maybe I'm just avoiding the ice water. I've already done it once, but I've been avoiding cold all my life. I'm having trouble maintaining composure. The lack of oxygen, which really isn't a lack of oxygen because my lungs are full of air. I should be able to hold my breath a lot longer underneath the air, but apparently my mammalian reflex doesn't work very well, or maybe I got to be completely submerged for that to work. I don't know, but I can hold my breath for a pretty long time. Normally, like 3 to 4 minutes, easily, using the Wim Hof method. Like, it's pretty freaking cool, but it just, blah. All right, I need to go read to my children. We got church tomorrow. It's a big day. Visit with family. I want to give a bunch of massages, at least shoulders. So, time to get ready for bed. May the road rise to meet you, and until we meet again, may our good Father hold you in the hollow of his hand. May God bless you on this day and into the Sabbath. In Jesus' name, and by the blood of Christ I pray.
Hey, this is
Amen.
what I've been looking for.